Are we not doing this today?
Your
or
eyes are so pretty.
Oh my
Why do I
gosh.
bother talking to you?
Alright. We doing this today or
No, we're doing chores. If you're not going to help, then leave.
could we talk to alone?
Positivity, Bex. Do these dishes. Of course, you ladies go have a little chat. You know, talk about yourselves. Talk about Bex. Let's talk about Bex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about Bex. Isn't it okay that you lost track of other things because you were starting a brand new show? Sure, maybe if it wasn't like the 15th fucking time that my partner has asked me to like be better about holding up my end of the bargain, you know, of housework, of support, of, you know, of all there's things that need to be done and I need to be able to do them, and there's not really much of an excuse. And frankly, I just want to kind of get this over with. Oh, should we do an intro? Who are we? Bex is me. What are we doing? An introspective self-observation study. Why? Because science. Are you avoiding this because you cried the last time? How are you feeling about last time? Actually, pretty good. A lot of, I had a lot of conversations about like vulnerability out of that one, and honestly, like I was really exhausted doing it, but I felt kind of normal afterwards. I felt really accomplished. I mean, besides the fact that it was extremely exhausting and I shot and edited all of that in one day, but otherwise, you know. So what do you want to talk about today? Is that the first time you've ever asked me that question? I guess I'd like to talk about discipline and why I think it is that I don't have any discipline. I think early on in my life, you know, I've always been pretty lazy, but also early on in my life, well, hold on, let's back up. I have ADHD, and, you know, that feeds into it. But at a young age, I realized that I'm pretty lazy, and that, like, you know, I also learned that I'm a creative, and creatives aren't very good at those kinds of things usually. You know, they're not math people, they're colors people or whatever, and I don't know, I think I was like very content at a young age to not have very much discipline, and I guess that kind of shot me in the foot now, didn't it? Have you noticed that you tend to start these sessions kind of overwhelmed? Yeah, I have noticed that. Why do you think that is? Sorry, you go. Why do you think that is? I think a big part of it is just like, I'm doing it weekly. You know, I'm doing this once every week. And that means I basically spend one whole day doing just this. You know? Maybe that's why I'm like trying to get actual housework done while I'm doing this. Because it needs to get done. Have you always had a problem with chores? I don't know if I would say a problem. I mean, who doesn't? I don't know. Like, who likes chores though? You know what I mean? I used to have this friend. My friend Matt used to get so mad at me about my room. And like, his reasoning was that it's like too cluttered. Even when it was clean, like even if it was clean, he thought it was too cluttered. And I was just like, I loved it. I liked how I could see everything. I liked that I have a lot of little knickknacks and fun things. I really don't have nearly enough knickknacks. That's a big problem in my life. Not nearly enough knickknacks. If I had more knickknacks, then I'd have an excuse to buy cute shelving. So, do you miss having lots of stuff? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I miss having stuff that I've had for a long time, if that makes sense. Like I have some stuff that I've had for a while. Like I've definitely kept up some memories, but a lot of the things that a lot of the older stuff that I had that I felt like needed to be preserved, I've left it in Nashville. So I don't even really have a lot of my older memories. And also, I don't value possessions the same way I used to, and I definitely I get really icky about capitalism. So the idea of just consuming and having things in general, having belongings in general, it kind of feels icky to me. So I try to channel that ickiness into gratitude, right? Into cherishing the things that I have, like these leggings. They're not mine, they're Kelly's, but pretty rad. I don't need too much stuff. I think I used to need stuff. I don't need stuff anymore. When did this icky feeling start? One thing that happens when you move out to LA, if you're paying attention, you realize over time that a lot of stuff you thought was real is fake. And then you start to realize that stuff that shouldn't be fake is fake, and stuff that shouldn't be real is real. And it just starts messing with your head to where over time I can't watch a commercial at all anymore, and actually gain any information from it of any value or that they want me to get. I'm thinking about is how that actor pulled an 8-hour day for that bullshit, and they probably got paid a crazy amount of money, and that the script went through a million changes from a million different executives who and marketing teams, and who all have all these weird, nefarious, malicious intents, and I now see where all the money comes from too. None of it. I don't want any part of it. I wipe my hands of it because I just don't feel good about it. And I'm learning that when I don't feel good about something, that's my cue to give it up. When I don't like something, I don't need a reason not to like something. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? Are you actually getting any of the words that are coming out of my mouth right now? Look at me, pay attention. You can just not like things. It's okay to not like capitalism. Okay? So you moved out to LA and got more woke, and now you hate capitalism. Yeah, that's about it. Weren't we supposed to talk about music today? Did you still want to do that? You want me to play you a song? If you don't help me with my chores, I'm gonna kill you good. If you don't help me with my chores, I'm gonna kill you with a knife. Did you like that song? That was just for you. So I guess we're done, huh?